Hi, I'm Dana DiLorenzo, and you're watching and listening Death Curse Society, which is funny because I wasn't told that it was video. I was only told it was audio, and then I was told it was just going to be a tag, and now look what's happening. I'm doing graphics, look at that. Subscribe, listen, watch, and then, wah!
Just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. My I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Woo! These guys are ready to go. What's up, everybody?
Oh, baby, what's going on? Yes, Death Curse Society on the air. It is Monday Maniacs. I am Zig Zag. That is the Colonel. And that is FaZe down there. Red Crank is on assignment tonight. And it's probably a good thing. He's going to want to stay out of the way because the fur is going to be flying. As you just saw, we're going to get into two Fulci masterpieces. And I use that word loosely at this point after just once again rewatching both of these films. But it doesn't matter. We love Fulci. Colonel loves Fulci. I love Fulci. FaZe, we're converting him. We're making him love
trying.
Fulci. Yeah.
We've been working on this motherfucker.
Never said I didn't love Fulci.
But tonight we have the two. I mean, the debate is, what is the argument? We have on one side the one that started the Gates of Hell trilogy, the City of the Living Dead, Paranora Sitya D. Oh, fuck, I forgot how to say it. I learned and then I forgot. So, yeah, it was a long day in the sun again. So, anyways, Fear in the City of the Living Dead versus the one they say, okay, it's the same thing, but he straightened it out. He got it right with this one. The same kind of style, the Beyond.
You're forgetting something here.
What am I forgetting?
Are you not forgetting? I can't say the Italian translation, so I'm not going to try. And you will live in terror. The afterlife.
And it all, go on, continue. You got the whole thing?
No, I just got the.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. We're going to take a look at the Beyond and City of the Living Dead. Kind of like, it's not really a trashing of one's of the other. These are great fucking films. We love these. These are the best two in the Fulci universe, in my opinion. Well, that's what they say anyway. I mean, I
don't know. I have a soft spot for zombie, dude.
Well, that's something we're going to get into at the end of all this because I really think one of these films may fall behind zombie for me now. Obviously, one will, but I don't know. It's up. I'm going to leave it up to Colonel to sell me. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why City of the Living Dead is inferior to The Beyond. That's what I want to learn.
I plan on fucking doing that tonight. Not really, but.
No, but it's going to be a celebration of Fulci tonight, and we're going to get into the depths of this fucking thing, and we're going to have a good time. It might get hot in here, but don't worry. I love the Colonel. I think he loves me. We're good. You know, but
as a friend.
Sometimes you got it, you know, yeah, I mean, just the tip kind of thing, you know. We're going to do this, though. We got to do it. I think we got to settle it, and just.
We need to. We've been talking about this fucking forever, about
5 years.
literally doing this.
Yeah.
And, you know, Crank on Assignment, we got a chance to do a very niche fucking episode.
I think he's seen all the Fulcis like once, and he's just like, yeah, I you know, go have fun, kids. You know, that's kind of what he So, FaZe, I don't know. What do you think? I think I know where you stand on this, but I'll let you speak your opinion on this.
I mean, you want me to just say it now? I mean,
you know, just you've seen both films, yes.
Yes. I rewatched them both kind of in the background while doing other shit. I have seen The Beyond in the past. I wasn't sure, but I confirmed. Yes, I have. I recognize it immediately. And I do lean towards City.
Well.
And not just because of the cat thing I posted 30 minutes ago.
No. And you know what? Let's we got a poll up on YouTube this week, and we asked all you fine folks exactly that. Which one would you think you would side with? Which one do you like better? What is your favorite of these two Fulci masterpieces? FaZe, what did we get?
All right. I mean, let's do the members after this then. But
yeah, we'll get to the members after. We gotta say this right now.
It was.
Oh, look at that! See,
it was tight.
I'll be honest. That is a hell of a lot closer than what I thought it would be. Because I was getting notified all day long while I was at work, like, oh man, oh boy, City's kind of taking it on the chin here. So, hey,
you know what? I was so confident in my film, I didn't even fucking bother to check until you mentioned it. So, all right, let me take it. Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the first I've seen it too, but I mean, it's that's good. Okay, that means we're gonna have a nice discussion tonight, and I expect everybody here. City for Rick. There he goes.
Yes, Rick says City, so that would even it out.
So, Rick, for future reference, we have a poll. Go to our YouTube channel. Go over to the community tab. Click that. That's where you'll find it, good sir.
It's hard to link to it directly. YouTube's a little finicky.
Yeah, it is. It kind of sucks. But
on the phone, especially. I never can find them on the fucking phone.
Yeah, the phone's rough.
Well, speaking of community, that's a beautiful segue to go into our members. And thank you to our there you go, FaZe. Sorry. Go ahead. To our members of Chris FaZe, Lorena FaZe, BD Mags, and Tyrone. We also have in our second tier people, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley. The days draw nigh, sir. We'll see you soon. Raymond and the Whole Damn Enchilada podcast present tonight. And then our final, the bottom tier members, but not any less special, Adam, Corey, Luke, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy, Orlando, Chuck, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. And I am nowhere near the clap.
Thank you all so much. Before we give a shout out to a very special person, and before we tell you to become a member, I promise, starting next week, if you're a camp counselor, we will not call you the bottom tier. We will call you by the tier that you are.
Yeah, what the hell? That was...
It's all right. I told them they're not any less special. We love all you guys, and fucking just anything that comes our way in this is just it's astounding to me. And thank you. 1,000 thank yous. 1,000,000 thank yous.
Yes.
All right. And of course,
remember, be sure to join our website, deathcrusade.com, for all the details. There we go.
I had it up there for like 10 seconds, man. It was good.
Man, people don't even like to read. You know this.
On a hill sit in the background.
Our viewers do.
FaZe is in the house, producing his ass off, and he's already given us his opinion. He kind of leans towards City. And get in the comments, man. Let us know where you think. We're about to get into this motherfucker right now, man.
We're ready.
Out time.
Wow. I can do it. Like, I got fucking... Usually, I like to shoot from the hip on this shit. Not today. 3 pages of fucking notes.
Oh
Up
wow.
on and Beyond. They got to sell. That's fine until you forget what you're thinking about because before the show.
No, I kept it straight. I had to work late.
The fucked up part is I had to keep my notes short because I was about to go to the next page. In my notebook, that's
Oh.
on the next page. I was like, son of a bitch. She got
There
my
you go. I thought he was going to say like the pages were stuck together.
No.
Something.
I'm not that good of an artist. I'm not Angel. I couldn't draw something to fucking make me jerk off. But anyway.
Oh my god. Say hi to some of the people popping in here.
Bring him up.
Got Tommy in the house. Tommy Click. Corey.
Tommy Click. Brother, what's going on?
Alex, the Grizzly. Larita is here, of course. Let's see. Bill. BK.
BK.
Paula and Gina.
Oh, the whole cat. Yeah.
Everybody's in the house, baby.
Hey, fast delivery.
Of course, Rick. I believe
Yeah,
that's all. I don't know. You guys are firing off already. This is nice.
See, look at they're gonna kill each other in here. See, Fulci fans are passionate, and there's these style of Italian movies stand out from all the rest. I don't care what anybody says. That's the whole lot. There's like 5 of them that were just magical, and these are 2 of them. And,
Definitely 2 of them. I know people. I get hate for us all the time. Most people are Argento's here, Fulci's somewhere down here. Flip it and reverse it. Boom. Fulci is my Italian guy. I've always I had the eye for Fulci. I can't help it. Argento's films look beautiful. Fulci fucking has the blood and gore, and he has an eye for horror, obviously. So I really dug it, man. I'm a Fulci guy. What can I say?
100%. Dad, again, 1979, Zombie came out in theaters in the United States. I got to go see it, in theaters, and knew it was different. This is different than all the other stuff I've been seeing. Way different. And it stuck with me for years and years. And it was 83 when there was just like a limited run for The Gates of Hell. It was because in the United States they can't, for whatever reason, licensing, whatever, they had to call it something else. It was called Twilight of the Dead. And kind of Romero's camp said, the whole Dawn of the Dead camp said, no, you can't do that. And posters immediately switched to The Gates of Hell with the same logo, the same mask, or the same skull and everything. But that screening, I knew that it sent me down the rabbit hole of European horror. Gates of Hell. And one of the first nicks against the Beyond for me, it never got a fucking theatrical release till like 2000 or something like that in the United States.
But that doesn't knock it because I'm not ancient. I wasn't seeing these movies in the theaters in '83. I wasn't even out of my daddy's nutsack yet. So my first exposure to Fulci was, believe it or not, a VHS copy of Zombie. One night, about 2 a.m, I get bored. I run up to fucking Meyer. I'm in college. I find a little cheap DVD. It's like $3. Like, it's called like The Seventh Gate of Hell or some shit. I was like,
Doors of Death.
There you go. Thank you. I was like, what the fuck is this? I watched it. I'm like, all right, that's interesting. Then, a few years later, once we get another re-release, I finally get to see The Beyond, and then I got to see The Beyond on the big screen last year. The composer's cut, and that sealed the fucking deal.
What's it like hearing the Farisi soundtrack instead of that stock bullshit on 7 Doors of Death?
Way fucking better, dude. Way better. It's an entirely different fucking movie.
I can imagine that adding a new level to The View.
Oh, it did. It because before I just watched it because I like the gore. I was like, the gore is kind of cool. But man, once you get the Freezy score in there, one of the best horror scores of all time, in my opinion.
Are you hearing Colonel okay, or is that just me?
I'll talk more about that later.
It's good. We'll get to the soundtracks, the scores.
That was pretty much the opening arguments, but
yeah, right. But I mean, it's.
I have more opening arguments. But
We're
Are you
losing.
hearing Colonel okay, Ziggy?
I can hear him.
Yeah,
I'll speak up.
I might be having some connection stuff going on.
I'll project my voice a little louder. Like I said, I do have the window unit going because it's hot as fuck.
I mean, you sound what we call schneppy over like on Friday, so it might be like a
really?
connection thing on my
Oh,
end.
he's clean. From what I'm seeing, everything's clean over here. So
Okay.
No.
okay. So our opening arguments. Yeah, but these are two films highly inspired from the Lovecraftian worlds, with actual histories of real text and tomes from actual history, and albeit a little silly, some of the connections they do make to them, it still helps with this. But what he was going for was just making these movies feel like a nightmare. And I believe, because that's something I discovered on both of these movies, is they're pretty much the same plot. Essentially, the mechanics, the A to B to C to D is the same.
Yes.
It's close the gates, stop the guy behind it, and stay alive, and I just think, as my last opening statement here on it, a city did it with a much broader, colorful brush. That's what I'll leave for my city push. Tell me why.
No, my opening arguments. Okay, so again, City of the Living Dead. It's a fine film. I enjoy it. I love the gore. I enjoy the story, even though it could be fleshed out a little bit better. But then I'll throw another few movie titles out at you guys. All right, Lord of the Rings: Two Towers. Okay, The Dark Knight, The Empire Strikes Back, even Evil Dead 2. Films with great foundations, but where the sequel is superior to the first. Like you said, City of the Living Dead is painted with a broad brush. The Beyond to me is painted with the fine details that the City of the Living Dead left out. It fleshes out the story just a little bit more, just a fucking little bit more.
Okay.
Albeit still as a fucking nightmare that'll come up later. Neither one of these movies really make fucking sense. I just think The Beyond makes a little more sense than City of the Living Dead.
I think only because it's. By the way, I like your painting analogy with a finer point brush. I can live with that because, and it's grounded in a more everyday. Hell hasn't quite taken over the whole area yet, like Dunwich in City at this point. So, yeah, it's a more focused, more grounded in reality. Where like City, you're already fucking gone, man, and you're asleep and you can't wake up right away because and all bets are off. Anything can happen in that thing, I mean, the Beyond's pretty. I think it's a linear path to me. It's going, but at the end, they fucking rank it up to 11 with the fucking okay. We're going down the stairs. Oh, we're back at the hotel. Hey. That's when it got fucking nightmarish to me for the Beyond. When things stopped.
Nightmarish?
I mean, that's the very fucking end of it. But I mean, I'm just saying when things.
I think throw it a little bit thinner than that. But I'll meet you halfway and say halfway through the film, this wasn't real nightmarish. I'll get to it. But it was more of like a fuck it. I'll get to it again. You guys, I'll repeat myself on this one. It was more of like a Southern Gothic haunted house tale. About the first half of the movie, and then it kind of got flipped.
I mean, the book's there. It's not there.
The painting's there. It's not there.
It's not there. And then the fucking. We're still in opening arguments. So I'll say I got something.
We're starting to get way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. So all right. So there's our opening arguments. That's why we think Colonel capitalized on my broad brush painting to finer hand. I don't think it's that much of a contrast, really. I think it's a lot closer than, I would say a smaller brush. Let's say that. But yeah, so we got two good starts here, and I don't know, man. I still don't know why. I don't know if I buy the middle of the trilogy analogy here,
No, I completely buy it.
because these films are unintentionally connected as a trilogy. You know, they never set out and said, "Hey, we're making a sequel to City of the Living Dead. We're making a sequel to The Beyond." And these are independent, standalone movies that all fit that narrative of them 7 gates of hell. And they say, okay, you know, even Zombie does. I mean, in a way. I'll get to that later.
I'm gonna counter argue that with, do you really think Sam Raimi made out Evil Dead 2? Set out to make a trilogy when he made Evil Dead 2? No, it's a retelling of the Evil Dead, but you count it as a trilogy. The Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. So I see your argument, but I kind of agree, but no, it's still considered a trilogy. Even if it was not intentionally set out to be a trilogy.
Yeah, it was never a trilogy until much later. Like a decade after.
Fulci knew what the fuck he was doing. He just played dumb. Don't let him fool you. I got on the Ouija board. He'll admit it now.
I kind of think he was a stubborn, stingy kind of guy. And I think he, you know what I mean? When he didn't get his way, he was quick to leave projects, walking off Conquest to get City of the Living Dead going, and you know, and walking off Zombie 3 because he didn't like how the script was being adapted at that time. Just kind of a prick. But I mean, his vision is you can't deny that. But I mean, the technical stuff, that's where Argento was better. He would go back and do the things. Fulci, it looks like everything's one fucking take. It goes out of focus here and there. You see fucking microphones and stuff popping out here and there. And
He had places to fucking be, man.
huh?
He had places to fucking be. Don't knock him. You know?
I'm just saying, man, I understand why people argue. They say his movies are trash, which is an absolute ludicrous statement if you're any kind of horror fan, and especially if you want to get into the European bracket. But I mean, it just doesn't. I don't know, man. It's that as a fucking Empire Strikes Back kind of settles the argument in the grand scheme, because everybody knows that's the best one in the Star Wars world.
Yeah, and everybody knows The Beyond is the best one.
Well, clearly 48% say they're not.
Well, clearly 52% say it is.
So, got opinion here. We're still got to sort this out. All right, FaZe, let's go to the next category here.
Well, let's check out a few of these comments, actually.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot coming in here. Let's see here. Where did we kind of start? A lot of people are getting their popcorn ready for the debate. Let's see. BK says Gates of Hell put me off spaghetti for decades. Poor guy.
Nobody was ready for that shit, dude. Nobody.
Nah. S. Michael agreed on the Frizzy soundtrack for Beyond, one of the best.
Second best.
And Rick disagrees. He thinks City was much easier to follow.
There's no question there, but a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, it's because it's dumbed down. It's just you got to think a little bit in the Beyond." No. I'm gonna start picking the Beyond apart. Don't worry, I got things for that. You know, that make no fucking sense. But we'll get to that. But yeah, you're right. City is definitely an easier. I'm just saying, it's a beautiful fucking journey of just uncertainty, and you're off balance the entire fucking movie.
But you're following the path with crayon because it's written out for you.
That's what I mean. That's what the snobs, that's what the gatekeepers like to say about the.
Don't, motherfucker! Don't be calling me no goddamn gatekeeper. You're more of a gatekeeper than I am.
Look at the button push.
Do not put me in that fucking category.
Don't you gaslight me and call me what I just called you.
Motherfucker, you're gaslighting me. Ugh, fucking gatekeeper. I never gatekeep people anybody in my fucking life.
All right, I got him off balance enough here.
Nice. Let's move on to the first main topic, the scripts.
Where do you want to start? You want to?
Say Living Dead came out first.
Very well.
All right.
Yes. he made like $1.5 million off of Zombie, right? It came out lira. So that became like a worldwide hit. It was a big hit worldwide, this film. And so right away, I got all these other ideas. And City of the Living Dead was greenlit as something else almost, you know, but he was working on Conquest at the time when they did it. And as soon as it was greenlit, he bolted off Conquest. He was like, that's it. I'm out. Yeah, finish it up. I'm going to do this. And they started right away with the principal photography and everything. So the script was, he didn't want to work with the same dude from Zombie anymore. And I'm not going to try to get into these names and everything. So he went with, it started with a D, Danielle, I think, shit. I don't know. Anyway. They wrote the script for City of the Living Dead, and it didn't get really grabbed right away. They were like, well, you know, and then we need to add some things to it. So they kind of worked out these gags to put into this movie to help it. And then they just said, we're just going to ride on the success of Zombie 2 and just boom, we should make another $1 million. It almost made $1 million lira, but not quite. It fell a little short, so it's almost like a disappointment. But the script is, you know, they aside of the ending, which I guess the film was damaged, some kind of better ending they had, which nobody seems to remember what the fuck it was or is still alive to tell us. And that's one of the big problems with City of the Living Dead. It's just a very unsatisfying ending. I mean, it's like the bare minimum of closure on it. You know, that's it though. The script is it's tense. You know, the locations they picked were fucking all just super. Not any place you'd want to walk a fucking lone ever. So I mean, I just think they nailed all that stuff. But the script, you got it. You got a priest who kills himself and opens one of these gates, one of the 7 gates, and now you have to kill the demon priest to close it. It's the only way, and you only have 2 days to do it. That's our premise of the script, and then you've seen it from there. I'll throw it to Colonel to give his Beyond script assertion.
All right, the Beyond script, like I said, it's a little finer detail. Starts off 1927 Louisiana in a hotel. I'll give City of the Living Dead credit. It kind of gets you, bam, right at the fucking start. Father Thomas hanging himself, and everything else. But the Beyond goes up a level. You got some guys in his hotel room just making a painting. You got this lynch mob crossing the fucking swamp and just straight up fucking horrendously murder this dude, like right from the jump. You're getting big gashes, blood coming out. They even make it black and white to be like, hey, look, this took place back in the old times. They didn't just have dust all over the fucking screen, like, ooh, let's make it look grainy. No, they made it look old. Okay, you got this dude getting nailed to the fucking wall, melting his fucking face. Unfortunately, you know, because this dude practiced black magic. Unfortunately, they didn't know he was protecting a 7th gate of hell.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Was he, or is he misunderstood, or is he a fucking warlock and was just biding his time?
Warlock, but I think he was protecting that gate of hell.
That's what he says, but
I believe it.
I don't know, man.
I believe the story, man. I believe
Again, it's not clear.
Nothing in either one of these movies are clear. So I want to hear that as an argument again.
It's less clear.
It is not less clear. Damn it, it's up for interpretation. You know, I love movies like that. Choose your own adventure. I don't want a movie written in crayon to tell me what to think. I want to know what's going on. Where the City of the Living Dead doesn't quite do that, but it does.
The whole movie's not a crayon. You got a crayon to stop, and then you got some pencil, cursive, you know, all like right in there. Don't start with that shit. There's some good stuff in City, and it's not just a.
There's some good stuff. Don't interrupt me. I let you say what the fuck you got to say until you call me a gatekeeper. All right, this is why I said we're going to mute people.
See,
you don't interrupt me.
Gatekeeper,
like a Cheeto. If you're going to gatekeep me like the Cheeto, and interrupt me, I'm going to have to face fucking mute you. All right.
They have to.
So,
he is the moderator.
I know. So fast forward to 1981. Lisa Morrell inherits this hotel. She moves down from New York to Louisiana. Going to refurbish it, reopen it, make some money. You know, Basement's flooded. Joe the plumber comes in. Yeah, let me take a look at this. Knocks down a wall. Accidentally opens up the gate of hell. And pun totally intended. All hell breaks loose from there out. And you guys seen the rest. You know, Zag already told you the fucking end of the movie, but he didn't say the end of his movie. Suspiciously, he told you the end of mine.
They come clawing out of the crypt. The boy runs at them. They're happy for a second. She realizes, oh, fuck. We didn't do it in time. It's past All Saints Day. We failed.
Well, there we go. He just spoiled his own movie, so there we go. But no, I think the script's fucking great. I like room for interpretation. I interpreted this film different than you did. FaZe would interpret it different than we did. You know, fucking look at the Alex there would interpret this film different than I do. That's the beauty of the Beyond and the script. I think it tells a better story, but there's a lot for interpretation. Choose your own adventure. Do you want to go to page 46? Or you want to go to page 32? That's your choice. It makes it more fun.
So right after Bob gets killed is when things start going a little bit like, well, wait a minute. I know Mom goes in, dresses the plumber, and but we never see what she sees, and causes her to perfectly lay down under a spilled jar of acid.
She fell, but you're right. We don't see it, but you see the heart monitor or brain monitor on what's his name? Schweck. Thank you. I have it written down here. You get activity. And of course, when Jill goes back in there, that brain activity's fucking gone, and her mom's just melting away.
And it's like I think this was a chance to upstage the gut puke.
There's no upstage in the gut puke. I'll even admit that.
Wow.
Who would argue that you can upstage the gut puke? The face melt is cool, but the gut puke is fucking phenomenal.
The attempt, though, would have been interesting. But again, it's just, it's clearly just like a foam with a cavity in it, and they make some shit pop out of it and melt.
Oh, they used real fucking acid on it, though.
I know, but
you're saying it looks like it's still gut puke when it's just her fucking teeth and the guts coming out. That's clearly fucking foam. It's not
4K.
You're comparing fucking apples to apples, man.
Yeah, the 4K did nothing for that scene.
No, not at all.
But I don't know. I just thought that would have been really fucking heavy to see some eyeball melting out, see some skull in there. I mean, it's mostly liquid. Come on, and that's the scene.
But I mean, but the scene before that, Joe, you get a nice eye gouge, and you get a nice eye gouge later in the film. I know it's its own category, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But I will say, the City of the Living Dead is superior in one aspect to the Beyond. So I'll get more on that later.
That's probably where I'll be watching what you say and stuff. But obviously I've got a lot of ammo for that section. So, all right, FaZe. What does everybody think about the scripts?
Yeah, let's take a look here. Oh.
Nobody gives a fuck about the scripts.
Oh, people give a fuck.
What's that?
Trisha says, Colonel says all the zombies in the movie are thunder-stealing pricks. Ooh, nice.
In the Beyond?
Colonel of the Living Dead.
Colonel of the Living Dead. Damn, that almost needs to be a shirt.
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm not centered like that, but we can figure something out.
Amazing. Oh, fuck. I mean...
Grizzly loves the unlabeled picture of acid.
It's there. I mean, and Fulci always put those devices of demise in the scene before it happens every time.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about Fulci. Like it, I'll explain later. I'm sure I forgot something. I did, but I can use it in another topic.
All right. Well, let's talk about the acting.
I think a lot of it's overacted. You know, I mean, City of the Living Dead went out and got a couple of actual players in the game at that time, in Christopher George and Jan Argan, I believe is her name, the one that played Sandra, and she was like a big model actress star back then, so it was kind of a big deal getting her in this kind of movie. It's okay, they carry it pretty good, but you know, I mean, them trying to be American isn't viable at all. You know, that's the one thing. I mean, even a couple of the actors speak their lines in English. It's just that they didn't. I don't think Fulci had a full grasp on American culture and how it actually was. Just some of the dialogue is just, you know. But acting it's adequate. It doesn't take you out of it too much. The dub voices you hear in the American versions, because I recommend you try to watch these and the actual Italian cut if you can get through it with the subtitle. It hits a little harder, in my opinion. Colonel, acting and the beyond.
I'll give the edge to the actors in the beyond. Just barely. I mean, acting isn't anything right at home about. Yes, Zag was 100% correct. You can obviously tell who your English-speaking actors were and who else was just dubbed over, because it was plainly fucking obvious, painfully obvious. But you know, Catherine McCall, I thought she had a really great performance. I think this is her strongest performance in the trilogy. Like, just really felt for her as much as you could, because I kind of agree with Zach. Fulci wasn't the best at portraying all this. But you know, that little scene where she's in the bar with John, David Warbeck, and she's like, you know, pretty much saying, this needs to work. I've tried everything to make money. This is like my last chance. You felt for her, you know?
She portrayed herself as being been striking out a few times already.
Yes. And she did a great fucking job, man. Like I said, David Warbeck, you know, he was a pretty strong supporting character. I wasn't too thrilled with his character overall, because he kind of is a stereotypical, I'm the man, I'm going to save you type shit. I'm a doctor. This makes no logical sense. I don't believe you. But he did a good job playing that fucking character.
Well, I like that. He took no shit. You know, I mean, he was like, no, you're out, whatever. You're some kind of scammer. What are you up to? What are you doing here? You know, these guys are dying in your place. What the fuck, you know? And then he starts seeing there is something going on. And
well, he starts seeing it, but he still didn't believe it till the very fucking end. Like, he's like, that's when it hit him. Like, logically, none of this is never going to make sense. And then a couple other people I'd like to give a shout out to and try to get her name correct. Cinzia Monreale, or Sarah Keller in the titles, played Emily. I give her credit for being able to kind of move around with those fucking lenses in, because you know she couldn't see shit. But again, this is where it was really bad voiceover and kind of killed her performance for me. Same thing being said about Maria Pia Marcel, Jill. What's it up with Fulci putting bad kids in his movies, man?
Yeah, well, it has to be some kind of nepotism, I would think. You can't be casting these people like this if they're, you know.
I think he's like, oh, how much money we have left? Yeah, okay, we'll find the minimum.
Right.
I need to get a good fucking squib shot over here.
And I don't think he, you know what I mean? Yeah, he used kids in some key scenes, but I guess John had it hung on him when after Sandra gets killed, he has to go run down the alleyway. That's pretty heavy for a kid like that. So, yeah, but he none of those kids. I would say John's probably the least annoying out of, like, if we're talking the whole Gates of Hell trilogy, because that fucking one in House by the Cemetery is like, holy shit.
Oh, we know how you feel about him. No, I thought Jill wasn't really that annoying. I think the most annoying thing about Jill for me is when she screamed, when she, for whatever reason, decided to go into the fucking cooler with the dead bodies, and that one kind of leaned towards her. That fake fucking scream. It wasn't even her scream. It was just like stock fucking screams like that. how strange you hear in action movies. They're like, fuck it, put it in. Let's move on. That was the most annoying part. That was fucking hilarious, I'll be honest.
That is pretty funny. I mean, fuck. It could have, where the fuck is it, man? I was going to do, oh, there he is. We should have just used this. It would have been better. Yeah. More believable.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the acting, and again, if you're going to a Fulci movie and looking for some top tier 5-star acting, it's the wrong place to be anyway. It's
like watching one of those old Godzilla movies and expecting the acting to be good. Like, you know what you're walking into. Well, not the first time, but literally after the first time you see a Fulci film, you know what you're walking into each time after that. Because they're all kind of the same.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of them are in that same vein. But the atmosphere and the whole, just the vibe is undeniable.
No, I agree. I can only make the same argument for the Beyond. The atmosphere is fucking terrifying. And it's, like I said, especially Fabio's score. I'll get more into that when we talk about the scores, because I know that's a topic. It's just the atmosphere in both films is very fucking heavy, dude. Like, it probably helped that I was watching the Beyond when we were underneath the fucking heat dome, and the humidity was 97%. Like, I felt like I was in Louisiana. I'm watching it in a hot ass fucking room, sweating like, whew. Like I was in the South. I was there.
I think both movies, just you said the soundtrack and everything, they do repeat a lot of the tracks in both movies.
Yes.
But both fucking movies are absolutely ingrained. Those scores are part of it. They're bringing out things you wouldn't have. Almost on the level of like the Halloween music does for that movie. That's how good these are for these two movies.
They're fucking fantastic, and it fits the movie fucking perfectly. Perfectly, both scores. I mean, it's.
I will say when they were back at they go back to the hospital in the Beyond, and when the zombies all show up and everything, and he's trying to dispatch them. That's when I was kind of like, okay, this I don't remember that being this tense the first few times I watched that, and I was like, and I made a huge connection at that moment too, which again later,
Not much later.
yeah. All right, acting. What do people think of the acting, if anything?
Let's see here. Rick says, I think a couple people in the Beyond were much better actors than City, but a lot were much worse. City was more evenly acted, if that makes sense. So I'll say a toss-up. Yeah.
That's a fair assessment.
I slightly disagree. I would say there's a lot more bad actors in the Beyond than there were in the City. I think it was an equal amount. Like, you're really top-heavy. Then it's just
I think Katarina and Warbeck, that was 90% of the strength there. So, yeah.
It also says, got to watch in Italian. Totally adds more feeling.
The lines are delivered with a little more the accents and the syllables. The shit's in the right spot. It feels more legit. The fear and stuff. So you got to try it. Maybe watch a little bit if you can, just to see what we mean. But Colonel, have you ever done this? You ever watched it in Italian with subtitle?
No. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for the bad fucking voiceovers, dude. I enjoy it.
I do too. But I was challenged. Actually, Angelo Mariano challenged me. He's like, dude, go watch The House by the Cemetery in Italian, and you tell me which the actual voice of the kid or the dubbed voice is worse. And it's like, that was his question to me. I can't really answer the question. They're both pretty bad, man.
Corey says you love Gene Roland films. Ziggy.
Gene Roland. Why is that familiar to me? I'll look that up. I bet I have some of those somewhere.
Bill says the acting was just there in both movies. And Grizzly says hard to defend acting in either movie, so there's that.
Is that guy Italian or is he somewhere else? German or something? I've heard that fucking name before.
I have no idea.
Gene Roland.
I can look that up in a minute.
Gene, French? Probably French. Oh, Jill.
Mouse is Jill?
One more
Jill?
time.
Jill?
Because she just said Ziggy's going to show the bobblehead off. Oh, no. I'm showing the bobblehead off tonight. Kind of. Hasn't been opened, but.
Yeah. See.
My mom says French for.
French.
The French.
Ooh, check that out.
The French, yeah. I haven't painted any of the good stuff yet, but this is City of the Living Dead, The Gut Puke, immortalized by Tony Gibson. He's a English fella making these badass sculpts, and this is my first attempt at painting such a thing. It's turning out good so far, though, I think.
Now,
So far.
is it the gut puke or is she going spit on that?
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God. It's only a matter of time for somebody brought that up.
I was
I
wondering.
was at the Reds game fucking Friday night, man. They're showing people on the scoreboard, on the fucking video board, right? Some dude had a sign that said "Hawk Tua," and they fucking showed it. I was like, "There's no way they let that dude get on there." Like, this is a family event.
They might not know yet, you
I
know.
don't think they did. I had a good laugh.
Yep.
Tommy Click has a great comment here. City of the Living Dead is a great movie for you to watch at the drive-in theater.
Tommy, you've seen this at the drive-in, huh? I mean, it got
That would be
absorbed
it.
into that whole grindhouse culture at that time when it came out. So you're actually pretty correct. I would love to see City of the Living Dead on the big screen again, especially if Freezy comes through. He is coming to do Zombie. He's coming to do Zombie, but
You gotta go, dude.
I'm going. Oh, I'm going. I don't care where I'm at. I'm going. It's September 12th. We're just waiting on a fucking venue. If I have to come to Cleveland the night before, I will. If somehow Detroit gets canceled.
Detroit won't get canceled.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
The Beyond one came here, so fuck you. All right, acting. Anybody else?
Let's see. Not quite about acting, but William says both are awesome. City of the Living Dead is one of my all-time favorites. The Beyond is actually a better film, but City for the win. All right.
It's a better film. And by Fulci's
Says,
own
no,
admission,
goddamn it.
he got the things right that he said he got wrong in City, which, I don't know. I think he set some high fucking hurdles on in City. Okay.
Friends are here. They ask how your cheer stunt is going. I'm not even sure what that's referring to. Do you guys have a cheer stunt?
Yeah, me and Colonel nose to nose, and what was it? Chin to chin? Or something?
No, chin to chin and tip to tip.
Yeah, tip to tip.
I'll have to do this in Indy. I'll film it.
No.
All right. Well, you
Or
guys
as
kind of.
Grizzly would say,
We are supposed to compare.
yeah.
Great time for that. All right. So you guys have brought up this little bit already, but moving on to the soundtrack.
Yes.
Zach's been starting a lot. So, Colonel, how about you start for this one?
Okay. I'll do it. Again, Fabio Frizzi, if you're not familiar with his work, watch a Lucio Fulci film. You sure as hell will, because every one of them are fucking, as the kids say today, bangers. Like, they're all fucking good. He has a very distinct sound. It's just so good. But what I really liked about the soundtrack and the score and the Beyond is you had that orchestra and that chorus element to the soundtrack and the theme of the movie. But Zag already kind of touched on this. As the film goes on, and I was really paying attention since I knew I'd debate this. I never really noticed it before. The music just gets, like darker and gets heavier and just feels like, there's an unescapable fate for the characters going. It just gets darker and darker and darker as the movie goes on. And it kind of helps you feel that that panic, like, oh shit, things getting worse. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Um, so it's that reason alone, I did not pick that up on City of the Living Dead. Again, I'll be honest, I was paying more attention to The Beyond than City of the Living Dead for tonight. City of the Living Dead is a refresher. This was a deep dive. Okay, I gotta tell Zag why this movie's fucking better than City of the Living Dead. So it could be the same as City of the Living Dead. I don't know, but that's what I picked up on the overall theme throughout the whole movie. I was watching The Beyond, darker, heavier, and again, talking about how one of the great ones of all time. I really don't. Here's a little fun fact I found doing my research. Not a big fan of the magazine. I don't think they really know shit about music. But in 2016, Rolling Stone magazine ranked the score for The Beyond the 11th best horror score of all time. Take that for what it is, though. Again, it is Rolling Stone.
Yeah. I don't take it too far from them. Some of their rankings don't make any sense either.
Again,
But,
next, I swear, lighting off fireworks. No, but again, still, that kind of backs me up a little bit. That it is one of the best scores of all time.
And I'll admit, once I watched Freezy do that main theme for The Beyond live with a full band and shit, dude, and god damn it, man, they were fucking throwing it down. So I'm excited to see him perform. Just kind of like when Goblin was going to come through and do Dawn of the Dead, and then that guy fucking canceled. So, but with City, I mean, they fucking tear you right out of your seat with the fucking blood-curdling scream right at the beginning of the thing, and then hit you with the fucking dum-dum, and it's just so goddamn just menacing right away. And then just the swaying synth underneath it, and then the electric guitar picks up, and then it almost starts doing a solo under that shit, dude. Fuck! Still twists me. And then you've got your when the priest hangs himself and it goes to the acoustic guitar, that little medley he does. Dude, goosebumps. And there's two more. And it revisits a lot of the same themes a lot, and there's lots of like stingers almost where it's just kind of when they're showing something kind of creepy. A lot of that in Gates of Hell or City. But then the final battle, when it's like they get the monks chanting during the kick drum thumping and shit. Fucking perfect, man. And it just works. It makes it an 80s horror flick. I mean, Italian flavored all the way. Just fucking Lovecraftian through the eyes of a fucking master and a maestro. And then the fucking guy getting that and making the music that fits so perfectly. That's what I mean, man. I don't know. Soundtrack I never forgot. Of any of the movies I've ever seen, this was like probably one of the first ones I ever sought out and purchased. Back on cassette, back in the day. So I don't know. I like The Beyond. I think it's a little bit more redundant than what City is. Just a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to argue a little bit, but not much, because you said they're both very redundant.
Yeah.
Very redundant. It's almost like it's on a fucking loop in both films.
And they fade in.
That I noticed, and again, watching it without the original score the first time, it does get darker as the movie goes. Again, it may have a City of the Living Dead. I did not pick up on it, though. That's why I give this one the edge. And like they're in the comments right here, I'm under my weight class right now. I'm not a fucking musician. I enjoy music. I don't play it.
I'm just saying, like that, like
I haven't played a recorder. Is the last time an instrument I fucking played, dude.
Fucking recorder.
When they show the night after it's All Saints Day, and they show all the locations, like down the alley and the bridge, and it's just kind of a piano going, dong, ding, 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 bong. It's fucking, dude. It's epic. Just absolutely fits it and just puts it in your face. It keeps you off balance. It's so uneasy the entire movie with these tunes they put in. So Beyond's the same way. I mean, but I just don't. It's not as the one track is super memorable. All the rest of them, I can't really think of any that stand out.
Again, and I can say the same about City of the Living Dead. Again, it's all about preference. Which one have you seen more? Which one do you like better? That's what this all boils down to any fucking way. We're not changing anybody's minds. I can see it in the fucking comments.
I think I've seen them both about the same now too. Like at this point, but City
I
or
really thought about it.
Cemetery is the one I've not seen as much.
I'll be honest, I've only seen that one once. That was enough. I probably do need to revisit it
Oh fuck, dude,
after watching these two.
dude, the Abbott, it's on par. It doesn't have a Freezy soundtrack, but the guy they got is good, and it's more gothic work, but it fits. And that house is fucking super creepy, and Freudstein and the whole thing. That's another day, but not too far in the future when we look at that one. But I don't know, man. It's a preference thing, folks. What do you think? Beyond City of the Living Dead in the score? Because I don't know, man. Again, I see one track with the Beyond with again the chanting and the la 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 la. That one's the best one, you know. But fucking City, dun dun, menacing.
Agree to disagree.
Faze, any comments?
Oh, Alex just says, the soundtrack. I really enjoyed them too, honestly. I just love old movie soundtracks in general. It really doesn't matter what at this point.
Damn it, I was going to step away for a second, so I'll wait.
Lorena says, Ziggy, you're listening as a musician. Even if he is a drummer, which I don't know what that means, because drummers are definitely musicians, 100%.
Yeah, they're more there just to lug the fucking equipment around.
Oh, okay then. That's terrible.
Well, out of print now, as far as I know, but this is like a little book that kind of breaks down each movie, but it's all 3 albums on vinyl. And tasty, baby.
It's pretty damn cool.
I just, I will put these, like if I'm playing a poker tournament online or something, one of these babies are spinning right next to me. Or the fog's actually on the right now, but.
You actually listen to those?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I play them all. Records don't lose their value, bro, as long as you don't scratch them the fuck up. As it falls over.
Now scratched. Oh, house by the cemetery. It's all right.
Oh my god.
It's got more of that harpsichord kind of organ basis. It's not as electric or modern as City or the Beyond.
Did you hear any of that while you were getting that album?
No, I didn't.
Well, you just missed some slandering of drummers from my mom and Colonel, saying you're not musicians. All you do is haul equipment, according to.
That's right.
Oh, as drummers.
Bass player, drummer, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, singer.
Well, at least put bass player at the bottom. That's terrible.
I can't tell you how many times we'd have to get off stage and those guys would belly up to the fucking bar, and I'm taking down a 16-piece drum kit. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
My point has just been proven. So.
It does suck.
I'm saying these guys are rock stars in their own mind, you know. And that's when I put all my shit onto one rack where I could just pick it up like a walker. The toms, all the cymbals in one blow.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Rick even says, I think Ziggy being a musician gives him an advantage talking about this category, which, yeah.
These songs should hit anybody in that right place that you're like, wow, I don't know why, but I can't take my ears off of it. You know, it's one of those, these are those type of soundtracks. And honestly, either one is good because the Beyond it's just as electric. But man, I'll tell you what, if you can see it, go to YouTube and look him up. Freezy playing along to the end of the Beyond, and there's several videos out there.
That'd be cool.
It's quite powerful, and I mean, fuck, the dude's up there headbanging into shit while he's fucking doing it on the keyboards, man. I was feeling it. So, and I know at the zombie show they are going to play Gates of Hell. They're going to play The Beyond. They're going to pick songs from all those movies. They already said so. There's 8 extra songs. So, I'm stoked.
Rick says, currently you aren't changing my mind. You're doing a fantastic job explaining your case, though.
It's not even a case. I mean, it's we're both in agreement that these movies are pretty much the same kind of thing, you know. But I mean, it's just
it's really just a preference. Like,
he saw it at a impressionable time in his life, and so did I, you know. And I just had that advantage or disadvantage, whichever it is, of seeing it in a dark ass fucking theater, giant screen theater, that just makes it even more terrifying because you're just.
Well, I definitely say the advantage. Yeah, definitely have the advantage.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, a year ago, the Beyond was still my favorite, but it really became my favorite once I seen it in the fucking theater. Like, that's when I was like, whoa! Like,
I hope it comes to a screen at some point. I will drop everything to go see that on the screen for sure.
I'm still pissed off they didn't sell me that fucking poster, dude. I was trying to put 100 on that son of a bitch. Like, I'll take it right now.
Fuck that! I'm taking it.
It's pretty much, oh, give me your email address and I'll have a manager contact you. Then there I knew, I was like, God damn it, I'm not getting that. It was a badass fucking poster, dude. That would definitely be on set.
You've seen the zombie one, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll buy one of those if I see those go on sale anywhere. Those are the Farisi tour. Just a new picture of the worm eye, you know? Badass. We ain't talking about zombie right now. We're talking about City of the fucking Living Dead
and the Beyond.
Yeah.
So, and we still have a couple more categories to go. Face, what are we talking about next?
We sure do. I mean, I'll just throw up here real quick. The twins say thank you for buying popcorn, and your end of the cheer stunt is supported. But next up, we've got your favorite topics for both of you. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shit.
The gore.
Yeah.
Colonel,
why else do you get into Fulci as much as you do? Let's be honest.
How did I? Oh, yeah.
So,
you know what got me originally? The first time when I was like, what the holy motherfuck? And I squirmed out of my chair was the fucking splitter in Zombie. The eyeball.
That's pretty hardcore still.
And I was still processing the alien popping out of that guy's fucking chest like a month earlier. You know what I'm saying? So I was just seeing some heavy ass shit for the first time, and at 9 years old, 8 years old.
That's fucked.
But I go, oh yeah, I must have more. There must be more. Gore. I'll start this one because
go ahead. You've already been rambling on about 3 minutes about it.
I am. The gore here, City of the Living Dead. I didn't know who the fuck Fulci was. I wasn't that smart at that time. Movies were fucking movies. You didn't pay attention to who directed them. Maybe a star here and there, but I didn't even know these were Italian movies, okay? I was going to see a double feature, didn't really care what they were, and I was usually pleasantly surprised with at least one of them. So here I was watching this, and again, that scream got me right out the gate with the title. The priest hangs himself, and then we start getting into these things, and then the fucking one of the greatest bits of all time, of all modern horror cinema happens. And the gut puke. And I don't know, man. I just remember sitting there and being like, Jesus Christ, what could they possibly do that'll top that, I was just like, I don't remember any of the movie for 20 minutes after that the first time I saw it. I was so ripped out by that shit. Pretty much right up until, I went, what? Oh, the handful of maggots and shit in the face, too, at the front. That one's a bit gross, too.
It's not gross now, because rewatching that, I was like, is that fucking grape jelly?
They put some squirmies in there and stuff, but I mean, that, and then man, they get to that fucking Bob gets drilled, and it's like again, I'm amazed, and I look at it now and I can see how they did it. I get it, a neat mechanism to have that shit spinning on the other side of his face and concealing it pretty good. But wow, that, and then all the fucking brain squishings in this movie, and the fucking maggot storm is pretty fucking disturbing. There's a lot of fucking gore in this, it's stabbings, but the gut puke will be, I don't know, man. That might be number one, dude. I think I put it number two to the scanner's head explosion at some point on a gore list we did, but Jesus Christ, it never gets old. I mean, it's just it's the sounds that sell it so good. The gurgling, the retching, the foam is coming out. I mean, oh, fantastic. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can stop with that one, but go ahead, Colonel. Tell me something about the Beyond.
All right. So before I get into the Beyond, I will admit, like I said, the gut puking scene is one of the best gore scenes of all fucking time. Hands down, will not argue that. Like I said, the Beyond, the City really relied on the brain crunching, man, the brain squishing, man. Like, after the third time, I was kind of like, okay. But again, we know Fulci has his gags, and he sticks with them. He beats his dead horses. He has his nothings. They're usually, in the Beyond, eye gouging. We got two of those. But they were pretty good eye gougings. Joe the plumber, the ghoul hand comes out of the wall, and that was badass. Even though it's fake as shit, still love it. One of my favorite gore scenes, and I know it's cheap looking. I know it is. Where all the guys in the library, magically falls, breaks his fucking back, he's paralyzed. Here come all the fucking spiders, and then you got the two obviously fake ones doing this shit across the floor.
He's all sashaying that shit. And it's like, who the fuck was running that spider like that, man?
That's part of the charm of the Beyond, man. Like, does he get a really good eye gouge there too? Rips his fucking tongue out.
Once the spiders get to his face, I'm with you. It's great, but it's the fucking 5-minute walk to get to him.
But that's part of the charm of it, dude. That's what makes it fucking. It gives you dread if you just ignore the two obviously oversized plastic fucking tarantulas.
I don't think
the real glass. It's scary.
Arachnophobes aren't even going to be afraid of this fucking scene, though.
I said, you get rid of those two, it's fucking scary. Fuck you. I mean, again, on the shirt, you have to watch it in slow motion. They kind of show it in slow motion, but still kind of fast to really appreciate it. Jill getting her fucking head blown the fuck off. That's a great fucking shot, man.
That's their money shot in the Beyond.
That's their money shot. Like, I just wish they would have slowed it down even more so they could really appreciate it. Hell, even at the beginning, when it gets hit that fucking chain the first time, the gash goes across his face, and the water is obviously water, but like the blood comes pouring out, and the fucking seeing the nail twist into his skin through his fucking wrist onto the wall. Like, the gore is in your fucking face in the Beyond the whole fucking time. So you get quality, but you also get quantity in the Beyond with the gore. Say the Living Dead, you get much better quality in gore, but not the quantity. So overall, give the execution of the gore the edge in City, but the Beyond still takes the cake. Because I just feel like you get more of it.
It's not enough. Doesn't measure up to the gut puke.
Dude, the gut puke's just as shitty looking as the fucking tarantula scene now when you look at it in 4K. I'm telling you.
The ferociousness of that scene. And you got 3 head squishes. You got the 3 fucking bar bums that get taken out by the teleporting zombies. How fucked up would that be? You got Sandra.
You got all the fucking ghouls, man. Like I said, you got all the fucking much better zombie designs in the Beyond than you had in fucking Zombie. I mean, even Father Thomas looked kind of fucking cheap. Let's be honest.
You don't like the zombies, how they looked in City? The ones that are underground when they go into that tomb?
Yeah, they looked okay, but it's just overall, the zombie design looked better in the Beyond than any Fulci film.
Huh? I thought they looked kind of
zombies in the fact,
I thought they looked kind of plain, just kind of
They're more real. They're in the fucking morgue. They're fresh.
Dead bodies, you know. I mean, but what I liked about that is their movement was dead on to how they walk in Zombie, which is why I can make that connection now kind of safely. That this is absolutely in the same fucking world.
It's a very loose fucking connection. But then
They're all loose connections,
and then
though.
I was gonna say, but then don't argue with me saying this isn't a trilogy. It's fucking loose as shit. Every connection is loose as shit in the Fulci world. We all know this.
So I mean,
But yeah, I'm still going to Beyond because you get more bang for your buck.
If they had set out to say, you know, like, hey, we're making these, we're going to have 7 doors to hell, we're going to make 7 fucking movies, all right, that would have been sweet, but it was years later when they said, hey, we got this trilogy here, and it's all kind of connected.
Well, just remember, Zombie was supposed to be a fucking comedy. Like, people were supposed to laugh at the shit. And people got scared and they made money and said, huh, let's make a legit fucking horror film. Like 100% straight up horror. And you get City of the Living Dead. It all happens by accident in the world of Fulci, man. That's why I learned my research. It's all fucking luck.
I mean, you look at some of the stuff he made, you know, in the 60s. And
I don't watch any of that shit.
Well, he wasn't really doing horror back then, you know, but I mean, he still has a style that is prominent, you know, like a lady in lizard skin. Yeah, that's one you should probably check out. And like I like Conquest too quite a bit for an action movie, for that kind of a, you know, like Beastmastery type bullshit with wizards and swords and stuff, you know. It's pretty good stuff. But I mean, I don't know. There's just something about when he got to the horror and he jumped in with both feet. Fulci forever made an impact on the horror world, and one worthy of a Mount Rushmore somewhere. Like on his own, he can stand with some of our American guys, I think. Faze, you got anything to say about the gore? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I think both movies had pretty good gore. I mean, you guys pretty much put it well. Again, I'm going to lead towards City on this one just because. Got the fucking gut puking. Man, you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong with it.
Just because it has one really good one doesn't mean it does not make it better in gore.
All right. Well,
it had a better effect. One better effect.
It's a tough one, honestly, but I am just gonna lean towards City for now. This isn't my debate. This is between you two. I don't want to corner a Colonel here.
I'm used to it. I'm usually the odd one out when it comes like this type shit.
Fuck,
Crank wasn't on assignment. He'd be on my side.
I don't think he'd be making fun of both of us, probably.
He probably would be.
He'd be sitting down going his taxes. So we get started.
Here, actual words from Crank after this debate.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
He'd probably side with House by the Cemetery just for the fuck of it.
Just to fuck with us?
Yeah.
You know, the New York Ripper with the Donald Duck fucking... Although that has some fucking sick gore in it too, but...
It does. I need to rewatch that too. I bought it on Blu-ray, watched it the one time, and I haven't watched it since.
And A Cat in the Brain, you know, is silly but charming.
It's crazy.
See, just like the spiders, silly but charming.
I just think that spider scene, I don't like it, the fact that it sounds like branches on the aluminum siding when they're walking up on the guy, you know?
Yeah.
As they're going up, and then, yeah.
Crazy. It's a fantastic fucking scene. You can kiss my ass.
That's like fan film quality shit right there, dude. Back in the day.
Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I've seen some pretty shitty effects in other fucking horror movies, all right? Not that weren't fan films that came out in the 80s. Come on now. You're just being an asshole.
I say the spider scene is fine. Once the spiders get to his face and his eye and his nose and his tongue,
that's what I'm saying.
It's good.
I just want to know who did the fucking head cast for that and who did the head cast for the gut puking scene because the teeth almost look exactly the same.
I remember like I had the VHS. Actually, you couldn't tell; it was seamless. You know what I mean? Because it's just shitty quality. And then as the versions got better, it's like, oh yeah, that's a fucking ceramic or wood head or some shit. But man, it still makes me fucking retch when that fucking liver flaps out of her fucking mouth.
It's pretty good. Oh shit.
So that's the gore. That's what it's all about. Fulci, it's gore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't. Yeah.
Bill says he liked the gore better in the Beyond.
Bill?
Grizzly says gore is top notch in both, but the Beyond edges it better. Edges is better than the two. He's saying.
We are supposed to compare.
That is. No, that's not what he said. We literally just read what he said. He didn't say no. He said.
He
The
said
Beyond.
yes.
I know he said the Beyond. That's why I went nope.
LTK says I haven't seen either of these. I'm just here for the free refills.
Hey, that's
I love
fine. Tarek, yeah, you know, I understand. Like, Fulci's an acquired taste, really. I mean, because like, I think on the first view, most people are like, "What the fuck is this?" You know, because it doesn't have a traditional tone or thread to keep you on like you know, the common American style.
Sure.
But, man, if you're just looking for something just to fucking change the fucking flavor a little bit, highly recommend it.
Or, I'll be honest, sometimes put you to sleep. Not gonna lie, watching City Living Dead, doing my research on the couch.
You were tired from
Woke
parenting.
up, like shit, and then I had to fucking rewind all the way back. Sorry. I was like, God damn it.
I sat right there, went right through the Beyond, and a nice fucking had a great print or cut on whatever service I was on, you know, and it was great. No commercials and shit. It's fucking beautiful.
No, I had no commercials either because I put the motherfucker Blu-ray in. I own the goddamn thing. I
was up in the air conditioning. I didn't want to drag the PlayStation up there and everything, so I just went, what do we got here? Oh, Peacock's got it? Cool.
No,
Tubi had them for like 30
I
minutes.
went to Shutter first. I was like, I know the Beyond's on Shutter. Let me get. I was like, God damn it, they took it off, so I just put the Blu-ray in. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. Couldn't be lazy. Actually, had to get up and put the damn disc in.
Grizzly explains himself a little bit. He says, the one that killed it for me was the 3 head squeezes. Use it once, cool. Twice, okay. 3 times just feels repeated.
What? You're gonna fuck with what works? They're trying to take these motherfuckers out, man.
I think Colonel played it best. Fulci just loves beating the dead horse.
He does.
And there's no eye trauma in City of the Living Dead at all.
And that's where he failed, and that's why the gore's better in the Beyond. Now, I did notice that there were less dramatic eye shots in the Beyond than there was in City of Living Dead. That's he kind of reversed it that way. You still had them, but it wasn't as intense, like as close. Like City of Living Dead was like here, the Beyond was kind of like here. So he still had it, it just wasn't as intense. I'm like, shit, he really cut back on that.
There's more mouth shots in the Beyond too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a Fulci thing.
Sure.
The second eye poking when when Joe the plumber puts the maid against the spike, that one's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty juicy. But you know, it's way better than Friday the 13th Part 3.
Well, yeah, shit, those are fucking better than Friday the 13th Part 3.
But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, that fucking Bob drill. I mean, looking at it over here, and I picked the wrong side. I guess I got father.
You know, if I had that kind of money set up in the City of the Living Dead paint or the Beyond paintings, I probably would say stick with the Beyond even harder than I would now. If I had that shit to look at all the time, like, well, my Angelo collection.
But again, it's I don't have a Beyond painting actually, but if I did, I'm sure it would be Jill with her head blown off.
I already know what my Beyond painting is. It's the most boring Beyond painting anybody can get.
Oh, you want the hell painting?
But I want, well, you say hell, I say purgatory. But yes, I do want that, but it has to be by Angelo. That's the only person I would buy that painting from.
He would do it.
I know he would, but I don't think it'd be too plain for him. I think. But I think he'd have the right eye to kind of capture that.
I think he'd probably do a perfect copy of the fucking thing for you. Really, probably get fucking demon plumbers coming through that bitch. It'd be so good. But hey, man, I mean, they're both good movies.
Both very satisfactory gore. Like I said, can't complain. I'm nitpicking here with the 3 brain squishes. Like,
that's nitpicking. They're both pretty nasty. All 3 of them are pretty gross. You know, I mean, I love the way the hollowed heads look on the inside.
And my mom said she could have used more head squeezes. I mean, not her personally. Okay, her personally.
You know, hey, squeeze some brains.
It's like those tarantulas. Please. Doop, doop, doop. We're hairy spiders. Doop, doop, doop.
well, he's paralyzed.
Two on the edges.
Imagine if you were paralyzed, you were stuck in a fucking cave, and you had a bunch of bats flying around you and shit.
Yeah.
It's a nice. He wakes up for a minute, going and then they start biting.
Twins say their big sister would fear the fake spiders.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure arachnophobes, if you're really, really bad, that was probably disturbing.
And of course, Lorena, the rats were beautiful. Patricia, we need more bald rats in movies. They like the rats here.
Wow.
And yeah, my mom confirms. Let's see.
Rats did their jobs.
Rick is asking, is there behind the scenes for how these films were made, especially the EFX? I feel like one of you all might know.
Man, I've poured over, and they talked to a lot of the people. There are records of them and how they did it, but I don't think there's any. No one had a fucking camera behind the camera. You know what I mean?
No.
Like how they do it
Not
now.
back in those days.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think.
So good.
Look, I know, we got to think. City Living Dead came out in '80. The Beyond came out in '81. We're not counting, you know. So he pretty much wrapped up City and jumped right on the fucking The Beyond.
Back to back to back.
Yeah. So I highly doubt there's footage of it. I wish there was, because it would be interesting to see how they made some of these effects.
There's photos, but I haven't really seen, at least even in the brand new box set. And now that PlayStation 5 is all region, I can look at that last disc and I'll dig in, see if I can find anything in there. And if I do, I will definitely post it.
Nice. Let's see. Tarek says he YouTubed the puke scene from City and the acid spill from Beyond, and City wins that by a hair.
It's by a hair.
The acid spill isn't a comparable effect to me, though.
Look up the Jill headshot, Tarek.
Yeah.
Compare those two. Because that's rowdy. That is good. That's the money shot of the Beyond for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people like the eye bleeding.
Yeah, it's all fucked up, man.
Well, even then, the gore in that.
Shut it with the bats. Whoops.
Because
Why is Colonel making stabbing motions with that pen? I accidentally clicked on that comment.
I'm getting fucking pissed. Me called fucking gatekeeper. I've never gatekeeper fucking life. But speaking of Dickie, because I know your mom says I'd like to have a painting of Dickie. That was another cool but yet cheesy effect of the Beyond when Dickie attacked it. Emily grabbed her fucking ear. You can see the skin pulling, the blood starts shooting up. Get a nice close up.
The neck looks good.
Yeah, but it's still kind of cheesy. They're all.
I would say that's money shot number 2 in the Beyond is the fucking Emily death.
See, for me, the money shot number 2 is right at the beginning.
The sepia water.
Yeah, it's fucking lint. That's where I was like, okay, we're gonna melt this guy's fucking face, but it's getting all over their fucking hands. That's like, at least put on some gloves.
Attack, Dickie, attack.
Get him. And then Schweck's like, he's been stoic the entire movie, and now he's rolling around like a fucking bird with fucking cops, dude. What the fuck?
He's like a zombie trying to eat a fucking shark. Speaking of jumping the shark, I think we jumped the shark on gore phase. What's our next category?
Yeah, that's enough.
That's not really what jumping the shark means, but rewatchability is up next. Which, I don't know.
These are, if you're a fan, you're going to watch them once a year at least.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fan. I don't even watch them once a year. Like, I have to be in the fucking mood. Because, like I said, Fulci isn't required taste. But I've seen both of them multiple times. I've probably seen Beyond about 8, 9 times. City of the Living Dead probably about 4. So it's been about a 2-to-1 ratio for me. But that's not shitting on City of the Living Dead. It's just I prefer the Beyond more.
4 is still really good for any film.
Fuck, I've seen them both. Many more times than that. I'm sure I'm into the 20s on both.
So both have great rewatchability value, and you both agree on that, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Again,
My note literally just says rewatchability. Hell yes. Look, that's my God. That's what I hear.
Should we just move on? Like,
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
really
I think
argue.
that's
Yeah.
closing arguments, I guess.
it is the closing arguments. Which do you guys want to take the floor for this, or do you want to just keep it like this?
Keep it like this. We've been like this the whole time.
It's fine.
Well, it's been a fucking fluff piece for each film, both films from both of us, really. So Zag, why don't you take the lead on this one? Like I said, we've changed nobody's mind, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, in closing, it's really, I think this is Fulci. You know, I like the heavy hand of gore in City. I like the vast atmosphere. I like the fog. I like the wind. I like the fucking all of it. I mean, the only thing I don't really like about it is the baboon sounds that somehow become part of hell when hell is on earth. But I forgive that. But, I mean, City of Living Dead is absolutely a fucking nightmare caught on film. I've said that. I'll continue to say that. There's no escape, and it never lets you go until the credits roll. I just think, as far as these type of movies, these Italian splatter fests, as they were called back then, this is the finest piece of the crown jewel, in my opinion. I think it's better than The Beyond. Honestly, I can honestly say I probably like Zombie better than The Beyond, and House by the Cemetery and The Beyond are right fucking neck and neck with
Get
me.
the fuck out of here. That's the only time I'm going to say you're fucking wrong, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to change your mind here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But go on, continue.
That's all. You know, I'm just saying that's where I stand with it. And I mean, City raised the bar to the top tier, and I just been searching for the beat, something to beat it ever since. Like, as far as these type of things are, you know, yeah, we got Terrifier now and stuff like that. There's, you know, it took 40 fucking years to get something comparable, but that's where I stand, man. It's one of my favorites, and I'll stand behind it till death.
All right. Well, unfortunately for you, The Beyond is one of my favorites, and I will stand behind it till death. Because I find The Beyond, I think it's a very beautiful blend of a Southern Gothic tale and decadent Italian macabre poetry. Stole that line from Catherine McCall herself. She says The Beyond is her favorite film, the Gates of Hell trilogy. And I couldn't agree with her more. I do. I think it's a great story, beautiful story, much better shot. I think it looks better than City of the Living Dead. Definitely looks cleaner, especially on these 4K reissues. And this what I'm about to say could be same said for City of the Living Dead too. But The Beyond, it's like the story structure is like an advanced fever dream. Like, it is all over the place, but it's told to be all over the place. I feel like Fulci really wanted you to be disoriented watching this movie, and again, make up your own mind what's going on and what isn't. And we all know, who doesn't like a good doom and gloom fucking ending? It doesn't get more doom or gloom when our main characters, like Zag said, escape the hospital from the zombies, run down some stairs, back in the basement of the hotel. They follow the light, which everybody knows you don't do that. There they are in hell, purgatory, whatever you want to fucking call it. They're blind and they disappear. They fade away. That is such a great ending. Much better than the original ending that was planned. Did you hear about the original ending, Zag?
Oh,
Dude, they were supposed to go to a fucking... surely this has to be a joke. But apparently they were supposed to go to a fucking amusement park. And that's where they were going to fucking disappear to. I was like, that cannot be fucking real.
That'd be a happy ending. That goes against every Fulci ending ever made.
I know. I was like, "You the fuck out of here! That's so fucking dumb." Thank goodness they didn't do it. I find The Beyond to be Fulci's gem. That's my favorite. You're not going to change my opinion on it. I think it's a better movie than Stay of the Living Dead. Definitely a better movie than House by the Cemetery. Better than Zombie. If I'm ranking Fulci films here, just the four we're going to mention, it goes Beyond, Zombie, City, House by the Cemetery. And that's not me really shitting on City of the Living Dead. It's a fun movie. I just find it boring. I am kind of bored watching this movie. When I'm watching City of the Living Dead. The Beyond, I'm geared in. I'm focused.
Beyond takes me out of the movie every time when I start wondering why what I'm seeing is happening. Like when Emily runs out of the house and then, Liza runs after her, but then it loops.
Yeah, it replays her mind. There's no footsteps. There's no sound. That's when Liza's realizing. That's why I said it's a little bit of a ghost story too.
It's fucking weird because there's footsteps on the thing I watched last night because I had to replay it to see. I was like, what the fuck was that? And it's somebody dubbed in fucking footsteps on this fucking version, dude. That's on Peacock.
No, I'm on my fucking Blu-ray in just to see if there's footsteps.
Yeah, dude, because I was like, what is going on here?
So I'm not going to fucking fault a 40-plus-year-old film for a sound edit fuck up.
Oh, the sound foldies were all fucking drunk on fucking wine or something when they did these things, man. Like I said, the baboons in City of the Living Dead. These are supposed to be demon sounds, not fucking jungle sounds.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm shocked. I still don't see how you put The Beyond at the bottom.
I didn't put it at the bottom. I put it under Zombie.
Well, you said it in House by the Cemetery is like this, like neck and fucking neck. Come on, dude. Again, you watch House by the Cemetery much more recently than I have. There's no fucking way they're comparable. No fucking way.
Gotta take the story now that you're older, dude. I'm telling you, man. You got to give it a spin before you can honestly look me in the eye and say that. I've seen it like a month ago, you know?
I can honestly look in the eye. I can watch it, and my opinion is not going to fucking change.
Okay, let's at least try it before you give me the
conviction.
conviction.
Is not going to fucking drop from 1 to fucking 4.
I wouldn't expect it to. Just like I won't take City off my number 1. But I mean, those other three are very comparable. But I mean, I think for me, Zombie affects me more than The Beyond does.
See, and I said Zombie affects me more than City of the Living Dead. Like I said, I enjoy City of the Living Dead, but I do find it very fucking boring. It's a hard watch at times if I'm watching it at home. If I'm in the theater, I'll probably pay a little more attention. Yeah, I'm at a Frizzy concert, I'll probably pay a little more attention. Other than that, I'm sorry, all the dust storms and shit, it just, yeah. I just don't like the way it's shot. I just think Beyond's a much bigger, polished film.
Feeds into the whole fucking gates are open, dude.
No, I'm sure it does, but it just doesn't translate well on film. I didn't really think it did. It's like, kind of makes it look like shit. Especially that blow-up doll. Who has a fucking blow-up doll you just throw and it fucking automatically inflates? They didn't have those in fucking 1980.
Do they have those now? I wouldn't even know.
That's when I doubt they do. Well, they got those robots now.
Well, why did the missing kids show up over there? The missing baby showed up in Bob's fucking lair there. But I don't think he didn't do it.
Baby.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the fucking blow-up doll just magically fucking...
He stops fucking the blow-up doll when he sees the baby corpse there, the missing baby corpse.
I know, that's
Ross wants him dead because he took the girl that's going to get him stoned a couple years earlier out in the woods. So there is a little backstory there why they all hate him. They already think he's a fucking pervert.
Like, he is a town pervert. They were thinking he was.
Well, I don't know. I think he is kind of misunderstood. I think Emily's trying to help him, and he fucking freaks out and leaves her, and the priest gets her, so.
Yeah, I fucking freak out too.
It's another weak part of the movie, though. The sound effect is like a cat or something that they just pitched way low.
And you're getting on the Beyond for having footsteps.
Like I said, both Foleys should have been probably kicked in the nuts. The
I
guys
agree.
that did the sound effects on those, both of them. But I don't know, man. It's like I'm happy we've got these movies in our lives. I think depending on your mood, you can get into either one of them at any given time. You got to mix in House by the Cemetery every once in a while. To be fair, if you want to call this a trilogy, you got to do it right. And then watch fucking Zombie, too. Just to keep it all the best for.
Yep. Watch fucking New York Ripper, too. Fuck
New
it.
York Ripper, man, like if you can get by that killer sounding like Donald Duck, then yes, absolutely. You can.
I've gotten by a lot fucking worse, man.
It's a tense watch, man.
It's good.
And again, you want a little bit of silly Fulci, seeing Fulci being the star of one of his own movies, Cat in the Brain. He kind of revisits some of his past works, some of the effects. I'll leave it at that. No one ate your puke.
Well, FaZe, we'll take a look at some of his comments, because like I said, no, we didn't change no fucking minds today.
No.
But when we're done with the comments,
right.
do me a favor, throw up that YouTube poll one last time.
Want to pull up there one more time? I just checked it and it hasn't moved. So it is still
Well,
at
come on in.
48 and 52.
That's all the proof I fucking need.
Oh my god.
We don't do electoral
My
college.
hair, though.
Off the vote.
Colonel probably had people stacking the box.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh god.
A certain final girl was. Not really. I think pretty sure she was joking. But she's like, oh, I didn't get enough people vote. 100% joking when she said that. So I was like, oh, there they go.
If they want to
Stacking the box.
campaign on
a Facebook group, someone was stacking the box for City of the Living Dead, and I'm like, oh, no. Get that fucking kitty out of here. Look at this fucking puppy. Well, it's not a puppy.
Yeah. Well,
Look at this
first
fucking dog.
I posted a cat, and 5 minutes later, you posted a dog. And maybe 20 minutes later, my mom posted some rats. So, I mean,
That's funny.
the page is flooded with animals right now. It's great.
Yeah, by the way, if you're a member of our Facebook fan group, go ahead and post a picture of your fucking pets. Let's see them.
Go for it. I mean, go on our Discord and post your pets too, but wherever, man. But yeah, Grizzly says, I will keep with City had the better writing and overall story, but Beyond had the better gore.
See, I almost reverse my arguments for that.
Yeah.
Says, I think we need to make spaghetti horror as widespread as spaghetti western.
Hey, dude, that's
That'd be nice.
fucking.
good take.
And we're going to do our part. We're going to continue to stoke this fire come August 12th, Sunday, special show right here on these airwaves. And the great Sylvia Colatina from House by the Cemetery, the very film we're shitting on, kind of, is going to join us and tell us why it doesn't suck. No, but we're going to get into Fulci, and like she's actually got experience working. There's not many people left that we can actually talk to that have worked with the maestro. And so I'm fascinated by this whole thing and kind of consumed, honestly. I can't wait. So it's going to be good.
We know you can't wait.
Huh?
So we know you can't wait.
Hopefully we get some secrets, some deep stuff from the Fulci universe.
I'm just glad we can do this before football season starts.
Just before.
Like I said, that's preseason. I can miss a preseason game on a Sunday.
Is it still preseason September 12th?
I thought you said August.
Oh, it's August. Yeah. It's August.
Don't fucking play with my emotions like that.
Good God.
The only thing that got me through missing all the Bengals games the old way we did this is when it was during that 5-year drought with no playoffs. So I really didn't miss any fucking thing. I was like, yeah. All right, I'll stop. This isn't.
Rick says both endings were great. I think Beyond was slightly better.
Oh, thank you, Rick. I'm kind of shocked.
Well, I don't dispute the ending is better. Yeah.
Yeah. It goes on to say, I'm not sure what order: City, Zombie, House, then Beyond. Is that
Get
supposed to
the
be?
fuck out of here, Rick. He's from fucking Cleveland.
I can't put it ahead of the House by the Cemetery, and it's just a sea hair behind Zombie if I do it that way.
Sure.
And I could wake up tomorrow and be Beyond is number 2 today. But right now, After watching it again, I was kind of like, okay, I know where I'm at with this.
Tarek says the Beyond gains points for showing a guy loading a revolver and shoving a bullet into the barrel.
That was fucking wonderful, wasn't it? That's it. Tarek, he busted off like 20 shots before he even reloaded that 6-shooter, dude. It was fucking hilarious.
And what was the
And he
fucking
was shooting like this.
dude? He's shooting him in the stomach. He's shooting him in the chest. And he figures it out. He hits one in the head. Oh, okay. And then another chest and arm shot. And then another head. And then he's like, all right, I got this. It's a headshot I got to take. But then he reloads and goes back to shooting the stomach again.
Dude, he's a man of science. You know, he's trying to figure out what sure. Okay, my control is the stomach. You know, just da-da-da-da. Here's my thesis. He's trying to figure it out. He just had to make sure. That is kind of stupid, though. It's like, all right, it's the first one. He figured it out, and he still got fucking up.
I figured he figured it out, and then all of a sudden he just wasted 4 fucking bullets. What the fuck are you doing?
It didn't matter. We didn't have enough to take them all out anyway.
Oh man.
Bad
Everybody's agreeing.
like this.
But it's things like that made me go, ah. It's just little stupid things like that bother me about that.
Did you not notice how it said "Do not entry"? Little doors in the beyond. Again, to me, that's what gives it charm. That's that lack of the knowledge of the English language. You know.
They shot most of it in Louisiana, and then they do the interiors in Rome. I mean,
yeah. But do not entry. Like it's fucking funny, man.
Someone said, what is that? How you say in English? And it's like, entry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Write that down.
Everybody's agreeing with Colonel here. We got S. Michael. Colonel said it best. Fever dream plus downer ending equals winner by nose or eyeball.
Thank you, S&M.
I saw that Fever Dream quote somewhere else, so I'm sure that he picked that up in his notes somewhere, but that's okay. They're right.
That's okay, because your notes and a lot of things you said I picked up during my research today as well. So I'm not the only one that plagiarized a little bit. It was a good description.
I've been saying the fucking thing about the nightmare for a decade now.
Okay. Bullshit, but okay.
Bullshit. I was saying that shit before ever I sat in this fucking room with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Rick said to check the poll again, and City is now 52, and the Beyond is now 48.
Well, too bad we closed it when I said polls closed, so don't matter.
Happened.
I mean, I could quickly
Can't have
throw
everybody in your
together,
house
but
vote, Rick, or all your friends would vote. Polling closed at fucking 8 o'clock tonight.
I'm delighted that it's even that close, because I figured a lot of people are just going to go along with okay. I know what everybody says, so I guess I'll go along with that instead of really having an opinion here. But I mean, it's not that off. It's not even that off.
Dude, I really thought City Living Dead was going to win the poll. What the fuck are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah. How many people talk? I don't think people. You think the Beyond's a trendy pick? Fucking obviously. I think you're fucking way off, dude. Well, that's what everybody says you're supposed to like.
It is. That's all you see. It's the masterpiece. It's the main one, and I'm all like, I've always disagreed.
Everybody's telling me to refresh the poll. Holy shit! I got a message from my mom. Refresh the poll. All right. Paula says August 12th is a Monday, and I checked and she's right.
That's 11.
Then it's the 11th. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. I've got a promo ready. I wasn't allowed to. I'm going to wait till it's 1 month out, and I'll start. So give us another week, and I'll start.
Well, you might want to double check the promo for the date.
I made it fucking 8 weeks ago. So
I seen
it. That's going to be cool, man. Anything we could do to Fulci stay in this world and keep things alive. I mean, the white whale, obviously, if one day we can get the great Katarina McCall to grace these airwaves, I think I could die a happy man.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'd be fucking thrilled.
Yeah.
Because, again, she's in all 3 of them, man. She can tell you.
She's in France, so that would be a whole other fucking time.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as...
I think it's an hour off of Rome.
6 hours?
I think it's an hour off of Rome, whatever they are. So Rome is 6.5. Or 6. They're 6 ahead of us.
All right, I know England's 5. So yeah, probably 6, 5.5, 6.
We're like booking her and shit. We haven't even talked to her yet. So, yeah. But we'll figure it out. We'll try. I'm definitely going to go after it. I mean, it's just something, again, anybody from that world. I would have loved to have Giovanni Bob, on here. He just passed away last year. So there's not many left. Still trying to get Ian McCulloch to come on here, too, from Zombie.
Good luck with that.
Huh?
Good luck with that. Well, I think we got a better shot at getting him a fucking horror hound at his table.
He kind of said, like, I'm not sure about these guys, but they seem all right. We could have went and got hammered with him at the VIP.
I think we could have.
I don't know. But these movies, I don't know. Are you refreshing that thing or?
Oh yeah. Oops.
Oh boy.
Loophole.
Yeah.
52% city.
Too bad the poll closed at fucking 8 o'clock when we went live, man. You guys can't come in and vote after the fucking fact.
That was the fastest I've ever made a graphic. Jesus
Wait a minute.
Christ. I did it live.
Oh, we did it fucking live. All votes must be counted, Colonel. The hanging
All
chance.
polls actually fucking closed, Zag.
I did say
24 hours.
I did make a post saying 1 hour left, and once that hour was up, so technically this one is the correct one, but I'm just having fun here.
Okay, it's all right.
You guys are fucking lame. Not you, Faith.
Too much fun, man.
God damn it, you guys can't let me fucking have just one.
If Rick could have figured it out, if the community tab wasn't so cryptic on YouTube, I'm surprised as many people do figure it out.
It's not really that cryptic. I found it in like literally fucking.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta still know to look there. Like it's.
No, I really didn't know to look there. I just
roll the bottom.
Does that work too? Well, I don't know.
All right. Well, future reference. Anytime we have a poll, we're closing that shit off as at live. Go live.
I suppose I think I can close them. Let's see. I could delete it. I don't know. I'll figure it out though.
We'll keep it up for a few more days, and we'll just look at it amongst ourselves to see what the true voting is after Zag or campaign.
Watch a tape delay. I'm not going to vote. I didn't vote on it. Did you vote on it?
No.
Okay.
We can't vote on it. It's not
We're not
allowed.
allowed, right? Yeah. And I think what we really need is a remake or a remix of City of the Living Dead, and maybe it'd probably go something like this.
Now what's wrong?
Sorry, Tommy, but I keep thinking that, like someone is out there spying on us.
Come on, there isn't anyone out there. Watch, I'll turn on the headlights.
Hey, baby! Why don't you drop that zero and get with the hero over here?
I wasn't even going to show that, man.
That's so good.
When Spade said it was too loud, I was like, okay, I'm not going to show that.
And it turned out okay, actually.
We had to
What do
put
you know?
this thing on there.
Well, that's for people that don't know, because that's 4 years fucking old. That was going to be the Colonel's Crypt episode of my trilogy of deleted scenes. I just can never figure out a good one for the Beyond or House by the Cemetery just yet. I still want to circle back to that and do it. I mean, fuck, I already got it. It has the old logo. It doesn't even have fucking Spotify or
That's true. Oh, well.
anything on it, but
It was good though. I mean, I was like,
Yeah.
I could see something like that. If I saw the Colonel, I'd throw up too.
I'm going to hit a couple of these comments real quick
Yeah.
before we close out. S. Michael says, I do think City is scarier, but I find Beyond more entertaining.
That's a fair assessment.
Larry says, if the poll was closed, people wouldn't be able to vote on it, so City wins, suck it. And time to make 18 alt YouTube accounts. God damn.
Nice.
it's rigged. It's a travesty.
And yeah, Facebook poll would probably be better too. I could look into that in the future. I've been pushed to do it on YouTube, but maybe I could do both. We just do a comparison.
Why not? We could add it all up. We're not simpletons. Most of the time.
That That's City of the Living Dead versus the Beyond, folks.
Wow. Yes, there they are.
Two great films. I think the audience decided pretty hard with Colonel here. I think me and Ziggy are, and my mom and maybe a few others
Okay,
are
with
pretty
that,
known on City.
I said it's not really a wrong
It really
answer
isn't.
to say, but I mean,
Even Zombie or House, I wouldn't argue. You guys might, but I wouldn't.
on a right day, I could probably put Zombie at number one. I have to be everything would have to be right though.
See, on the right day, on the worst of days, the Beyond will always be number one.
But that's just how it rolls around here, man. Things rotate around. Beyond will be up there, it'll be down there. We'll definitely watch it again. I mean, it's not one that I'm not going to watch again because I
No.
I like Fulci.
All right, boys. Well, it was a pretty good episode.
Wow.
Yeah. Gotta get the shot in for Aaron
Holy
Crystal.
shit. Time to wrap this up.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, you guys want to start with the wrap up or you want to do the members real fast?
Let's start with the
Let's do
members.
members.
We sharp.
Members always come first.
I think Ziggy did them. Do you want to do them this time, Colonel? Or you...
Got it. We'd like to
All
thank
right.
our members here. Special thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris, Marina, BD Mags, and Tyrone. Special shout out to our crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Raymond, and the whole damn Enchilada podcast, even though they did say that Beyond was number 4. You know, just giving shit, Rick. And last but certainly not least, thanks to our camp counselors, Adam, Corey, Luke, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando, Chuck, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. And again, another last final shout out tonight to our associate producer. Before I do that, if you want to become a member of Death Curse Society, be sure to visit our website at deathcursesociety.com. Follow the links, and we'll give you all the information to become a member and get yourself some cool free shit, especially these T-shirts. Not these T-shirts, but T-shirts.
Yeah,
And,
the shirt for the members is going out this week.
that's right.
Very
We
soon,
finalized the design after much debate. And special shout out to our associate producer, C Phase, the man behind the camera, plays in front of the camera when everybody's on an assignment. Couldn't do it without your Phase.
The one that makes these graphics over here.
Do what?
The one that's been making these graphics over here.
Like I said, that's what I said. We couldn't do it without you. What'd you think of tonight's show? How did it go for a debate? Our first debate on here. Like,
It was fun. I was thinking to be a little more heated. I mean, you guys were about to kill each other after the last show. Not actually. You know, talk about Night of the Living Dead. I figured it'd be around the same amount of heat, but no. That was like a habanero pepper, and this is like I don't know peppers, but it's a less hot pepper.
Let's just go with the green bell pepper.
Oh,
No,
no,
more like a potato pepper, 'cause we're being
there's
awfully
no
sweet
heat to
on
that.
both
Maybe a
movies.
poblano pepper.
Yeah, we're being pretty sweet on both movies, man. We didn't really bring any heat tonight.
Well, it wasn't.
Yeah, man.
It's not that kind of thing, man. I mean, because they're both things I watch and like. So, but one I like a little better. That's all.
Sure. I appreciate that this is something you guys have been wanting to do for a while, and you're finally knocking it out. It's nice.
Yeah, and fuck, anytime I can talk Fulci, dude, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it because it's going to be a while before we talk Fulci again. At least
Maybe a
a month and a half.
A month and a half, yeah. That's fine. Looking forward to that. I'm fucking like ready. Gonna become big fans of House by the Cemetery before then.
Speaking of ready, you guys want to tease next week's episode before we completely sign out?
We have to, don't we?
We do, but I don't even know now.
Oh, we don't know what it is?
I know.
Do I have to hop on, click up, and tell you?
I know.
I can't remember what
it's
it's
supposed
called.
to be.
Something's coming out, and we're reviewing it. I'm pretty sure it's what it was. Let me
I
just.
thought I was highlighting. I thought I was doing Indianapolis Days of the Dead preview. Like,
Well, that too, but it was going to be a
Yeah,
twofer. We can't do a preview for 2 hours without at least a guest or something.
Oh,
but,
fuck, we've done it before.
it's July 1st. We got on the schedule A Quiet Place, Day 1 review.
Oh, God damn it. You serious?
I was gonna say I thought it was a movie review or a top 5 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a movie review.
Man, fuck. Like, I'm seriously like, fuck. I don't want to see this fucking movie.
I think it's going to be the monster movie that the other ones you thought they would be. But they got a whole other cast here now. So
yeah,
this one looks more like a fucking action film. God damn it. Well, you guys know what I'm not looking forward to fucking next Monday.
Yeah, right.
We'll be in here bitching it up about that, man, for sure.
We could change the topic if you're that desperate to not review it. I mean,
so we'll say we're going to review Quiet Place Day 1, but underneath it we'll put subject to change like a wrestling card. Just in case.
Card subject to change.
Fuck. Damn it.
We've seen worse movies than that, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We have, but fuck, I'm tired of watching these.
Would you rather that or what my mom suggested, which is Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny?
I'd rather watch Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. To be completely
Probably
honest.
one of these days. Watch along. Gonna suffer.
Bethany asks, "Where's Crank? He is on assignment."
Yeah, he's on assignment deep in the jungles of Borneo.
Yep. He was going to get that thing cut off his knee out there, and only the shaman witch doctor is the only one that had proper technique.
Tarek says you are both master debaters.
God damn it. I mean, I wish it was a movie I could attack and really, but I can't.
Yeah.
Can't. I won't.
Well, we're past the 9 o'clock mark here. Do you guys want to do the sign-offs?
Past the 10 o'clock mark. Don't say 9 o'clock.
Well, for you guys, that's 9 for me, damn it.
I was like, I only have to get up for work in 7 hours from now. Oh, no, 6 hours.
I miss Crank, my fellow Central Time Zone.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us tonight. Like I said, I think it was sorry to disappoint. I think Zach and myself knew fireworks were not going to fly tonight because they were obviously hammed up for the camera last week. I'm in every word I said. I just wasn't pissed about it.
And it just boils down to I don't hate the movie. I mean, that's why.
Like I said, again, you looked at me like I was stupid or a chicken with its head cut off, and I said, I need to stop stabbing shit with this pen. I don't need pens when we're doing this. When I said I did find Say the Living Dead boring, I do kind of find it kind of boring. But again, I'm not going to shit on it because I still think overall the gore saves it. The ending saves it. Shit hits the fan. It's like, okay, but to me, it's a lot of Z's in between. Again, not Fulci's worst fucking movie. By far not his worst fucking movie. Just to be honest, more entertaining. Again, it's all about what you've seen first and what impacted you the most. That's all it boils down to tonight.
Say, hey, who knows if the Beyond had fucking achieved a U.S. theatrical release, my opinion may be different. Had I seen the Beyond first. But never made it over here until the DVD release or Seven Doors of Death. It was VHS. So. But, hey, it's fine. We like what we like, and we all love Fulci, and that's the bottom line. So I'm okay with that. I'm all right with anybody liking any of those four. That was your number one. Cool.
Yeah, it was a fun debate. I enjoyed it. Hopefully we have more of these in the future. Pretty much as like backup plans, because obviously when Crank's back from assignment, it's going to get too chaotic with 3.
Oh, and says
we would definitely need a timer.
In a debate setting, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have to be something.
I mean, if we ever get a chance to do it, just if we do it again, just make sure you guys are washing your hands and washing those dicks, because I don't want you to be sick and spread your germs on our virtual stage. And ladies, I love you. I'm not even going to say it tonight. So
All right.
Sweet. All right, man. Next week it's Quiet Place. Apparently, the new prequel. Get down there, and hopefully they give us something to talk about and maybe praise a little bit. But you never know. Other than that, we got some shit coming up on the schedule here. We'll actually waiting on some confirmation on a couple of things, but summer is here and con season's back, so we are going to be hitting the fucking road, and can't wait to see you guys out there as we do. And fucking New Mexico, keep fucking marking that calendar, man. We're coming. We're fucking coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. And we're bringing hell with us. And I'm bringing City of the Living Dead. So get ready. All right. That's all I got, man. We'll see y'all next week.
great.
For the Phase and for the Colonel, I am Zig Zag for Death Curse Society saying...
But the Beyond rules, number one, because he can't do it, because he's like, where's this button? I'm not supposed to hit it. I don't know how to do. I can't end the show. The Beyond's awesome. You can end this any fucking time.
Rock and roll! 6 o'clock already, it was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. Why I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Ah!